Hey once again. Atlas are just going gangbusters at the moment, and when I say that, take it with a grain of salt because it's gangbusters compared to what they've done in the past. And I'm kind of happy about it actually. And so they've released another captain's log. They're basically just flat out apologise because in the latest patches they've really screwed over the bloody system. Like currently the map is causing games to crash. There's a flickering bug that is just, people are really hating on it. You know, so the latest thing that they actually put out is really hurting. But they're just like, yep, we know we screwed up because they played it on their own systems and they didn't actually test it on all the different types of systems that people might be playing it on. So the whole, you know, and people's different machines are always going to handle things differently. But if you only test on one thing, you're always only going to get one type of result. And, you know, hopefully they'll learn from that. You'd kind of think that they should have known that in the first place. And these guys aren't exactly a small company now. Or I should say they shouldn't be an inexperienced company. They should already know what they're doing. Still, nonetheless, they've got their little apology there with the sea forts, with the breakages that they've actually introduced into the system. And they've got a little teaser there of the trade system. And so the marketplace is coming soon. But again, the trade routes, and I'm really annoyed by this. Hey, why bother? We get the sea fort, we get the, had a few drinks. We've got the sea forts, we've got the marketplaces coming up very soon. But again, they're like, but you don't get the trade routes. It's kind of like, why? Like, the trade route is the key, integral part of this entire bloody thing. Introducing a building to us, that's not exactly offering a great deal. They've got a little bit of an interface that they're showing on their website, and that's all well and truly good and all that kind of stuff. I can't gauge how good it is because I don't know what you can actually do with it, how you can break it, how you could potentially skew it for a single player or a PvE usage. Right, so you can see that in here you can actually trade things for a percentage of one type of good for another. And down here you can actually choose your exchange rate. Can you choose, like on a PvE or a single player environment, can you build a marketplace and actually have an exchange rate of 0 to 1 where it will only trade in one direction? That's what I want to find out. Are they going to enable that? But we'll find out. May not happen yet. It's going to happen, I guess, in a week's time. We're going to get the marketplace. But again, we're not going to have the actual trade route itself. So we just don't know. They got a little bit of an imagery around what the trade route ships are going to look like. So it's trader ships heading off to where the checkpoint is on the map. And those checkpoints need a bit of work. They've got a giveaway at the moment. So if you actually want to actually go in there, you can essentially give up all of your personal details and all of your logon details across YouTube, across Steam, across Twitch, across Facebook, and just like everything that they have. And you potentially were going for the chance to win a Yeti microphone, some vouchers on Nitrado, and a Steam key for Atlas. I'm thinking about doing it myself. Wait and see how much of my own personal details I really want to give away. And yeah, they kind of end off the whole thing with it. You know, they are still early access. After all these years, you're still early access, but you know, please forgive us with all the dodgy stuff that they do. You know, and my final note would actually be, this is the most engagement that I've seen from Atlas to date. And while, you know, the quality of the actual content that's being put out is a little bit hit and miss, there's actually a lot of probably more regression in terms of the bugs that they're introducing into the actual build. But in terms of engagement with their community, and in terms of actual, you know, showing the roadmap and showing where they're going with the game, I actually find that they're actually right up there. You know, I don't see many games pushing this level of engagement, and so kudos for that at the very least. And I hope they can actually keep doing it. They talked about how they want to do weekly releases, and if it's going to be like this, and if it's going to be the case that each week they release something, sure, it might break something, but again, they're talking about early access. And if they can sort of go, well, every week we're going to introduce something new, we're going to fix something new, and we're going to push it closer to that, day zero release, the version 1.0. What will Atlas be on the day of release? I'm happy with that, personally. I can deal with development because, I am actually a software developer myself in real life. Albeit that I work for mining companies, I don't work for a gaming industry. But yeah, communication is key. Just keep letting everyone know where you're at. This is what you're doing. Sure, it broke something. It is early access. I'll deal with it. But yeah, I'm happy where it's going. But I do want to see where these trading ship goes, because I'd love these trade route ideas. I just don't know how it's going to work. Alright, well, thanks for listening in once again, and I'll catch you in the next one.